I love to talk about self mastery, money, and business. And if that's you, then you're at the right place. 6 years ago, things went from great to not so great for me in a space of, I think, about a month. Everything was going well. I thought I had arrived, had a great job, just got married, was expecting my firstborn baby. Everything was going great until a tragic moment happened. It felt like somebody came and grabbed the rug right under my feet and I fell down. No, I lie. I did not just feel like I fell down. I felt like I fell off a cliff and I rolled and things just kept on happening. My name is Lerato Mulepo and welcome to my channel that I have been postponing for the past I don't know how many years. But when it comes to these things, there's fear, procrastination, fear of the unknown, imposter syndrome. I mean, I can just count them on and on and on. But as I mentioned, that 6 years ago, my life went a bit crazy than what I had expected. I was expecting my firstborn baby, and at the time you're feeling excited, things are happening, you're going to be a mom, everything is just going great. But unfortunately, my little one came a little bit too early, and because of that, she had to spend some time in hospital, but unfortunately did not make it after 6 months of being in hospital. And that ordeal left me confused, broken. It's like everything just blew up. Everything was just, I didn't know what to do. And I almost went into depression. Lucky for me, I had family and friends that were always there, looking out to see that I don't sink deeper into this hole that I'm going. And I could also see that if I don't stop going down this rabbit hole, I'm just gonna go and go and go, and I might not come back the same person. As much as I am not the same person now, but at least I am a different person, and I had something to do with the changes that happened in my life. All of that was happening. I was looking for something. I started looking for something. All of a sudden, it was like I didn't know what was going on in my life. Things just went crazy. So I was looking for something, and I was looking for a community, a place I can go, a place that will understand what I am going through. A couple of things that I learned from this whole ordeal was that life can be unpredictable. We never know what's going to happen. And sometimes we're ready, sometimes we're not. But most of the times we're not, because we think things are just going to go as they are going. Especially if life is going well for you, you hardly think about the downside of things that happen, especially in areas where you don't think something like that could happen to you. But I had to learn that this is life. It can be unpredictable, and I need to expect that because that's what makes it life. The second thing I learned is that it's not what happens to you, but how you take what happens to you, how you let it define you. So basically choosing between your circumstances making you a victim or a victor. Are you a victor or victim of your circumstances? And I made a conscious choice that I don't want to be a victim of my circumstances. So I'm going to consciously do things that are going to improve me and get me out of this. And it's easier said than done, but it can be done, especially if you consciously go out there and say, this is what I'm planning to do. The third thing I've learned is that we have to have a game plan for your life. I felt like I was living on default. I was sleepwalking right through my life. Thank God that He's always there to protect us and to make sure that our parts are protected and are out for us. But what hand do we have in making sure that we are creating the type of lives that we want? And that ordeal also taught me that, am I actually doing the things that I want to do? And one of the biggest things was that when my little one was in hospital for that while, I could not be at work and be with her at the same time. And that also made me think that, am I working the way I want to work? And it made me think about different ways of working. It made me realize that there are many other different ways that we are able to work or earn a living without doing the traditional 9 to 5 or doing the traditional work where you need to be at a certain location for you to do work. It made me think, and it made me research different ways of how us as women especially can be there for our families, but also be there to give value, or also be there to be able to earn money in a way that our lifestyles can still go on as they should. Reason I started this channel is because I wanted to make a choice about changing different areas into my life. And what I realized is that when you make choices like that, it can't just be something that you talk about. You have to be about it. And so I wanted to be about it. I wanted to go out there and intentionally do the research, intentionally do the work, intentionally learn about the things that I want to do and how I want to change my life. And so I started the channel so that I can research, I can share, and I can teach what I learned, because they say the best way for you to learn something is to teach others. And not only will I be then sharing and teaching, but I will be also building a community of women entrepreneurs, especially mom entrepreneurs, because I'm a mom entrepreneur that wants to win in life, business, and with money, because those were the areas where I felt like I lacked and I needed to develop. So if that's you and you resonate with what I'm talking about or the things that I plan to talk about, then please do like so that others can see this video, and do subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos that I plan to take out on a weekly basis that I'm going to talk about self-mastery, business, especially digital business, because that's the type of business that I am in, and money. So the type of things that I plan to talk about in this channel are, number one, self-mastery, or personal development as others would like to call it. Now, why personal development? Because everything starts and ends with you. What I've learned and realized is that it doesn't matter what you do, where you go. If you develop yourself, you are the one thing that is constant in your life. And if you take yourself into a higher level, then automatically all the things that you do are going to go on a higher level. Because what you're going to start doing is your mind is going to start opening up to different opportunities, to different things, to different people. So if you make sure that you master yourself and you become the best that you can be, then it's going to be easier for you to start up leveling, whether it's your career or life or business or even money. The second thing we're going to talk about is business, especially digital business. Digital business, because I am in the digital business industry. And the reason I am in the digital business industry is because as I was doing my research, I wanted something that I could give back, I could give value, but also I did not want something that was location dependent. I didn't want to be tied down to a location. I wanted something that I could do in any location. I wanted to be able to give value and carry on with my business wherever I am. Looking at being a mom, being a woman, there's so many things that we want to do together with building our businesses. So I thought, okay, how about I find a business that will give me all of that, that will give me time freedom. And I found that in a digital business. And that's why digital business for me. And the third one is about money. Not because I'm a money guru or consultant, but because money is something we use on the daily. And whether we like it or not, it can be a stumbling block when it comes to building a business, when it comes to personal development, when it comes to, you trying to do anything different in your life. If we don't manage our money, then it becomes a problem and we end up chasing our tails just to get the money right, and we forget about the things that we really want to do. And that's why I wanted to get my money right, but I want us to all get our money right together. So if any of this resonates with you, if any of this is something that you want to hear more about, please do comment so that I can know that I am not alone in this. But also comment with the type of content that you would like me to create when it comes to these three topics. When it comes to us being women in business and moms in business, because we want to rock being moms, we want to rock being business women, we want to rock our personal development journey without feeling guilty, because we can, as women, it's very easy for us to feel guilty when we start focusing on ourselves. I cannot wait for us to build this community, for us to explore in these topics and speak about the things that are going to help us and that are going to make us great. So do also follow me on Instagram at Default to Design with Lerato, because I also share some tips and motivation about money, about business, and about personal development. Thanks again for stopping by. I do hope that this was not the last time I'm going to be seeing you again. I cannot wait for us to start this journey. Remember to stay awesome.